Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Twin Flame Journey Tarot reading for July 2019. I'm going to look at your energy on this side of the reading, Taurus, and your twin flame on this side of the reading. If you resonate as you more on this side, that's fine. Or if you're a cross watcher and you feel like this side is you and this side is Taurus, that's fine. Feel free to swap it, okay? So I'm going to start out by pulling a card, Taurus, to see what's going on in your heart, in your mind, in your soul about your twin flame in the month of July, as well as a card for your twin flame, you know what's going on in their heart, mind, and soul, and if any of those energies are mirroring each other. All right, Taurus, in the heart space, we have soulmate journey. So the person that you view as your twin flame is the one and the only one for all of time as far as you are concerned, okay? Also, you really feel a strong connection emotionally to this twin flame. What's going on in the mental body? 9 of karmic energy. All right, and what is going on in the soul? We have a 9 of heart energy, communication. All right, so Taurus, just with these first cards out, I have to say the twin flame message that's coming through really feels like this is somebody that you are separated from, or you are having a lot of struggles in this connection right now if we are together or talking, okay? Because in the mind with the 9 of karmic energy, that's either you feeling like the connection you guys have together is just like for a show, like your twin flame, it's just like a show for them, or this is you realizing if they are in another relationship with somebody else, like it's very superficial. It's like for physical gain, like money, material resources, or it's because somebody is, it's not for love, okay? Let's just put it that way. That's what this card is about. It's some other connection than true love. And so that being in your mental body, Taurus, about your twin flame is either you're really questioning their intention for you and why they are with you, or talking to you, just whatever's going on right now, like you're either really questioning their intention, or if they're with somebody else in July, I think you're finally realizing that it's just a facade. It's all a show. It's not all the pictures they put up or what it looks like online or whatever. Like, it's not. And at the soul, the communication, Taurus, whether you are talking to this person or not, you guys are still communicating at the soul 1000% with that coming out, okay? So let's pull some cards and take a look and see what's going on with them. Okay, in the heart, for them, we have invitation for building future plans, messenger of roses. In the mental body, we have 9 of emotions, blessings, magic, synchronicity. And at the soul level, we have a solo journey, dark night, reflection, soul searching. Okay, so listen, Taurus, I kind of feel like there's 2 storylines coming into this reading. Some of you are definitely not, like you're not together with this twin flame. Others of you, it's like I'm kind of foggy on whether we're together in commitment, or this is like a connection where there is no commitment present. It's like you guys just can't seem to let go of each other, so you come back, but it never solidifies into a full-blown commitment. It's just been like this back and forth thing. And for some of you, it's because there's like this karmic involved over on this side. So listen, Taurus, what I see here is there's a lot of shifting and changing happening in your twin flame in the month of July. Those of you who are not speaking at all, what I feel here is you know, they are definitely hoping for a way back to you, all right? And that's coming through at solo journey at the soul level. There's a lot going on in them, a lot of spiritual growth and epiphanies and realizations taking place. And so even if they're with somebody else, they're not connected to that person emotionally or spiritually. Not at all. Okay, so this right here, what you think in your mind, like when you're like, yeah, that just doesn't, something seems off or whatever, or that seems too perfect, or they're trying too hard, like you're 100% right, because at the soul level of your twin flame, they're definitely alone, okay? Whether they're with somebody or not, like they are alone. And some of you, your twin flame, those of you in disconnection, like they're not with anybody at all, okay? Whether they are or they're not connected emotionally or spiritually to another person. And in their mind and in their heart, like it is their wish to get back to you and, you know, reconcile for whatever that means for them personally. Now, for others of you that are kind of like, where this is like a back and forth, we're not like really committed. What I see here is they definitely, like in the heart, in the mind, like it's you that they are attracted to. It's you that they desire. But coming through with solo journey, at the soul space, there's some work that they have got to do on their personal life path before they're truly evolved enough for twin flame union and all it entails, okay? Even if we're like in union, it's just they're not fully on board all the way, and you might feel that and pick up on that. And again, it's because they have like this purging, this dark night of the soul energy, with reflection there. There's a lot of growth that they're gonna go through this year, like the rest of 2019. It's really coming on strong in July. So those of you who are in connection or still in communication with this person, you're going to start noticing that. You're going to start seeing a change in them, more like they're stepping up, okay? Now, those of you in disconnection, what I feel here is they truly desire in the heart and the mind to be back in union with you, but they've got some personal work to do first, all right? So to me, these cards are mirroring each other. You are still very connected at the soul, and your souls communicate with each other. You feel them, they feel you. So Taurus, let's pull some tarot dice. All right, so we have the Magician with the stars. We have Strength with the Eight of Cups. And lastly, we have the Seven of Swords with the Two of Swords. So Taurus, the way this works is this is more your energy, this is more their energy, and this is what exists in between. All right, so I definitely see the disconnection here more than anything else. You know, those of you where we are in union, or this is kind of like back and forth, I see big time on your side. Like that is all you're hoping for, all you're wishing for, all your energy is going into that. Like that you really desire to make this relationship work, like no matter what. Now listen, Taurus, over there on their side, even though in their heart and their mind, like they truly love you and desire to be with you, there's more going on. With the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords, that's like I'm hiding things, or I'm not telling you everything. And most importantly, because we're looking at union, they're not open to a union right now. Like they're not. And so if you're kind of like back and forth, Taurus, the changes, like I kind of feel like you need to put your foot down, and that helps facilitate this soul searching within them, where they begin to awaken a bit more about your connection and what you mean to them, okay? Because with Strength in the Eight of Cups, it's just like, if this is not working, Taurus, at all, whether are in union or we're not, it's just that back and forth, it's time, I really feel, to walk away. As hard as that is, like, put some distance and space in between the two of you until they can get it figured out. Because I believe them when they say, I love you, Taurus, you are the one I truly want to be with. Like, I believe them 1000%. I see it in their heart, in their mind. But coming down to the soul level, there's a lot going on. Like, they've got some karma they've got to work out. And whatever that is, the way it spills into your connection, it's like toxic, okay? And that's why some of you are questioning, like, why are you really here with me? Like, you don't trust the intention. You feel something is off. Again, this is for those of you who are in union or kind of a back and forth thing. Like, they're not ready. That's what you're picking up on, Taurus. Like, they're not ready. They have a lot of growth to go through, karma to complete, lessons, life lessons to expand and grow into in order to be across the board a right fit for this union with you, okay? Those of you who are disconnected, what I feel is staying away from each other is incredibly hard and painful and challenging, okay? And what else is interesting here, Taurus, is I do feel some of you that are separated twin flames, you both are in other relationships now with other people. And like, this side takes it very, very hard. Very, very hard. I don't know what it is about the person you're with, but to them, it's like you lied. It's deceptive. How could you? Like, there's a lot of hurt and resentment about that. So those Tauruses who are separated from their twin flame, and you are definitely in another relationship, they are not taking it well. Like, it's a very negative feeling for them right now, and they don't like, because of that, I feel they're reacting very immaturely, emotionally, and kind of being petty and blaming you and thinking things about you that just aren't real because they don't know how to process this, okay? Even if they are in another relationship with somebody else, okay? The fact that you are with somebody now, like, they're not having it. They somehow, like, that voids all you've said to them about how much you love them, despite with their crap and what they're going through. Especially, Taurus, if you just recently decided to walk away, or you are deciding to walk away and put distance between them, like, woo, they do not receive it well. Like, they feel like there's ill intention behind it, even though I don't see that on your side. Like, I don't. If anything, if you're in a relationship with somebody else now, or you're trying to just totally cut this off, it's because you realize, like, it's just not going anywhere right now. And instead of, hoping for you to be happy, they're not receiving it well at all, okay? So those of you that are disconnected from twin flame, if you are in another relationship, they're not happy about it, okay? Not at all. Others of you who are disconnected that are not in other relationships, listen, I'm telling you, even though their heart and their mind is with you, there's some scandalous behavior that either they still need to grow out of, or this is karma that they have to resolve, Taurus, before they can come into union with you, with that Seven of Swords and that Two of Swords, okay? So let's pull some more cards here. All right, so we have solo journeys end. That is definitely all you hope and wish for. Like, you really want to be with that person. But others of you, Taurus, I feel like you're in a new relationship and they're not having it. Okay, in my heart, yeah. It is so hard for you guys to stay away from each other, my goodness. And then over here on their side, power couple. Look at that. You want to know what, Taurus? This is kind of crazy. So those of you who are separated from twin flame and you both are in relationships with other people, you both look at each other's relationship and call it like BS on it. Yeah, they really feel like whoever you're with, like you're there for the wrong intentions. And that doesn't mean it's true, Taurus. Okay, they see it that you're there for the wrong intentions, just like if you know they're in a relationship, you believe they're there for the wrong intentions. Like that's an equal feeling for those Tauruses who are separated from twin flame and you both are with somebody else now. Like you look at each other's new relationship kind of in the same light, like that it's fake, it's not real. There's some sort of personal gain to it, whether that's the truth or not. Okay, that's just how they see your new relationship, and that's how you see their relationship, all right? The sad part about that, though, is Taurus, like, with that Strength card and Eight of Cups with in my heart, both of you really have a hard time being without the other. And if anything, I feel like the new relationships you're in are only distractions from that emotional wound and heartache you feel from being disconnected from each other, okay? Those of you where you're kind of in this back and forth with your twin flame, Taurus, I really feel like you put it out there, you put it down. You're like, you're either with me and we make this solid and real, or I'm done with your crap. I just kind of feel like you put an ultimatum out there. Or Taurus, if you're the one that's kind of not really ready to jump all in, your twin flame may put an ultimatum out there and be like, get it together or I'm gone. And there's, you know, whoever's putting that message out there really means it, okay? And this could also be, you know, those of you in union, it's like, somebody is just, with that Seven of Swords and that Two of Swords, there's just some flakiness, some deception, some things that are heavy that have happened. And so it's like either get it together or I'm gone. And that's just, for those of you dealing with somebody kind of in and out or in a really struggling connection, you're putting your foot down and saying no more. Even though it's incredibly hard to walk away, Taurus, I see you doing it. Like you're just done, you're ready. And that's why some of you may even get into a new romance, is because you're just sick of the misery, the games, the back and forth, it's just not working out no matter what you do. And again, it's over on this side, Taurus, I'm sorry, like they have got some karma that they have to work out and resolve before they are ready to join, okay? It's not like emotionally they're not there with you. It's not like mentally they don't want to be with you, but when it's at the soul and that's what's preventing, it's because they've got a lot of personal journey that they've got to work on before twin flame is a solid part of their, you know, reality. And that's just what I see going on here. So, you know, what's meant to be will always come back together in the perfect divine timing. You've just got to trust that. So let's pull some more cards. And you know, Taurus, listen, this just kind of came through last minute. Those of you in disconnection that have not spoken in a while, and this is just kind of a little side message, not the main feeling that I've been getting from this reading, but as I started shuffling these cards, I felt it. Some of you who are in disconnection, this may be, July may be the month where you guys actually start communicating again, okay? Just because, you know, solo journeys end, power couple, it's really, can we overcome the past? Just whatever played out in this connection prior to the separation. But for some Taurus, I do see, and this, I felt like the disconnection, the separation is a while, okay? At least 8 months or longer. Just that's this vibe I get. And so there may be a reaching out and reconciliation, okay? Again, it's all about divine timing, and if they've done their work, then they are ready, okay? And you'll be able to pick up on that. You'll know. You'll know. But they've missed you so much. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have other influences. We have empathic connection, and this right here is the confirmation that you guys, whether near or far, your souls are always connected and you feel each other for sure. Communication never ceases at that level. Sacred love. Passionate intimacy. Lasting reconnection. Nice. That's probably why I started feeling that little bonus message when I picked these up. Because look at, there it is. All right. And abandonment. So, Taurus, listen. Those of you where there is somebody coming back in. Well, I shouldn't say somebody. Your twin flame coming back in July. Lasting reconnection with abandonment. I feel like whatever went down to separate you guys was pretty heavy, okay? And with lasting reconnection, to me that feels really solid. And again, this is not for that back and forth weirdness that you've been dealing with. This is for twin flames that have been disconnected for at least 8 months or longer, all right? And this twin flame, you know, surfaces back into your reality, and, you know, you will know, like, they will be on board 100% in a way that they weren't before, okay? But I do see it might be a little bit hard for you guys to overcome the past with that Seven of Swords and Two of Swords and other influences. Definitely some karmic energy disrupted this twin flame union, and you know, that can be hard to forgive and move on from. But those of you who have been like separated 8 months or longer and they're returning, I feel like it is a lasting reunion just because of that card there, okay? Now, those of you who are disconnected and this isn't where you guys come back together in the month of July, what I see, Taurus, is pretty much everything I've already said in this reading. It's like you've got to abandon the situation entirely, both of you, and they have a lot of growing and karma to work through. But you guys have an empathic connection with sacred love and passionate intimacy. There is no other that can top the connection that you guys share, heart, mind, and soul, and body, okay, with just all these cards. So if you guys are in new relationships with other people, that's why you look at the, you know, relationship they're in and they look at the relationship you're in, and, you know, maybe judge, make fun, whatever, because the connection that you guys have is something really special. And whether you are apart and with other people, you still feel each other. We're empathically connected here. Your love is sacred. There is no better for you, for them, okay? And those of you where we're in union or it's back and forth, I really feel like this is about ultimatum and really putting your foot down and walking away for a while, just because it ends with abandonment there. But with the lasting reconnection, to me, is after, you know, we walk away from this situation and this side really gets it together, there is a lasting reconnection and reunion for you guys, all right? It's just they've got to resolve their energy, and it's like they've really got to be on like a personal life journey for a while, okay? They do, and they will never lose sight of their emotion and connection to you. Like, it's just not going to happen. And when you guys come back into union, it's like this power couple, you know, type of energy, and it's long lasting, and you guys are just in a different place, okay? But it's almost as though like time apart, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And you know, for you, there may be some forgiveness that needs to work out inside of you just for what they've done and said and been. But man, Taurus, I feel like you put your foot down, and if they're just flaky in and out, or you're in a commitment with this person and it's just not working, like, you have the emotional strength in July to end it and walk away and go on about your business, which ultimately facilitates an awakening inside of them, okay? Really getting aware of what you mean to them, the value of this relationship and connection in their life, and the changes that they must make. But they've got to spend some time on their own doing some soul searching, okay, for that to happen. And even being apart, I'm telling you, Taurus, they miss you and love you as much as you miss and love them. You are so connected to each other. So let's pull an advice card here for you. Okay, so worry, yeah. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. Taurus, this is telling you not to worry about having to walk away, or even if we're disconnected now, because what has to happen has to happen. And I just see Spirit will bring you guys back together, and this card being your advice is exactly that. And so for me personally, Taurus, in my twin flame reading that I did for myself before your guys's, that was my advice card as well, because my twin flame we're separated, but coming through as they are very hurt and upset with me and not open to communication or anything. And I'm like, well, that's weird. And Spirit's like, but don't worry, like, everything has to work itself out. And you know, people just have to grow and evolve. And you know, sometimes, because I'm like, well, why would that person be mad and angry with me? Like, what? But, you know, it's all a matter of personal perception. And, you know, sometimes we just have to be on our own alone to shift perception about, you know, who we are, and what we've been through with somebody. And Taurus, that just feels really strong. Like, you don't need to worry if you're disconnected or if you need to walk away now just because of the way things are. Like, what's meant to be will come back together when it's time. It's just, you know, this side really has a lot of evolving to do. Okay, so those are your messages, Taurus. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.